Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. My name is Gerald and today I'm going to share with you guys how 90% of my income just evaporated. Wait a minute. So if you're new to this channel, do me a big favor and hit the subscribe button because the last thing I want is my subscribers to evaporate as well. Alright, so what is passive income? So passive income is a buzzword that is often confused and debated, and I've personally received quite a lot of hate because I once mentioned that I made a certain amount of passive income and people they kind of disagreed with me. They said that, hey, it's not quite passive income because I actually spend time to work on my business, so your business doesn't really count as passive income. So while they have some merit, I'm going to explain what do I mean by passive income, and hopefully it'll clarify some confusion out there. Alright, so people have this conception that money falls from the sky, which is passive income, and that's not quite true. In fact, I would think that passive income is more about having a system in which helps you to generate recurring income with little to no effort. I mean, having no effort is a very extreme scenario. Most of the time, you do need to put like some effort in it. So as Nate O'Brien, a famous finance YouTuber, put it, basically you're front loading your work so that you can kind of reap the rewards, the recurring rewards over time. So essentially, it's having a system that helps you do this. The question is, what happened? Well, COVID-19 happened. And as a result, because of COVID-19, all businesses that are not essential services must be shut down. So my business is teaching people how to play better badminton, and that is not considered essential services, so as a result, shut down. The result is that my passive income practically evaporated. So as a result, most of my income practically evaporated. My biggest source of income is my business, followed by YouTube. So my business generates approximately about $1,500 a month, and that just vanished into thin air. And you'd be surprised, like you would think that YouTube would be very stable, and most YouTubers have shared that their passive income from YouTube remain relatively stable, maybe it dropped by 10%. Not for me. Why? Because again, my YouTube channel is all about badminton, and when people are shut in, they hunker down. They practically don't watch any badminton videos. So just to give you a perspective of how bad it got, in February, I got $660 in YouTube AdSense revenue. In March, that half to $330 something. And in April, it is expected to half once more to reach about $130-ish, $150. And that's significantly impacting my income sources. So not only that, it doesn't just affect my current income, it also affects the future prospects. What do I mean by that? Well, if you've watched my previous video, I did share that I do plan to release like a badminton course online for people to purchase it. And can you imagine launching a badminton course during a lockdown where 30% of the people are basically hunkered down at home? Yeah, no one's going to buy it. So as you can tell, it has significantly dampened my wallets, kind of, but it does not dampen my spirit. Because I can tell you, this experience, while very painful, I try to see it as a glass half full kind of perspective. So I did learn quite a lot of things. So the first is that my team and I were really bonded and supportive of one another, and I'm very, very thankful for that. You don't appreciate the little things that people do for you and how people care for one another until crisis strikes. So my team and I, the BG Badminton team and I'm very thankful that they're very understanding, that during this time we have to cut our pay, go on no paid leaves, just so that we can get past this difficult time. But that being said, I also realize how important it is that I must lead the team, because it's not only my life that is affected by this coronavirus, it's also my team's as well as their family's life, because their ability to earn a source of income is practically affected by my business. So I need to be creative to find other means to diversify my sources of income by leveraging on skills that I already have, like building a personal finance channel. So that being said, another thing that I've also learned is to be very prudent. in personal finance, a lot of people will tell you need to keep like about 6 months worth of buffer. And when you run a business, you want your business to grow as fast as you can, so you don't want to keep a lot of cash. But what happened is that through this experience, it's a very interesting event that happened the first time in my life. So basically it really required us to have a huge amount of cash buffer, which we thankfully have to tide through this situation. Because what happened is that businesses are stretched very thin. They're completely shut down. Like revenues are down over 99%. So they need to find a source of cash to support operations. And if you try to take loans from the banks, you would have seen that it's a lot harder to take loans right now. It's a lot harder, it's a lot slower, and not to mention you are subject or bound by terms which you have little control of. So lesson learned: stay prudent, save 6 months worth of cash, not just for your personal income, but possibly, hopefully for my own business as well, and diversify my sources of income, leverage on the existing skills that I have, and hopefully with some perseverance and creativity, I can pass through or survive this crisis. So that's it for my video. Actually, I just wanted to share with you how COVID-19 has affected my life. How has it affected your life? Let me know in the comment section below, and I hope to see you around soon. Peace.